I just wanted to do a quick video on how I normally wash out my braids. Clean my braids, I should say clean my braids, because I'm not going to literally get into the shower to wash them. Sometimes it's just so much work, plus it requires so much time for them to dry. But if you have time, you can actually still go the long route. There are actually new shampoos and conditioners which don't require you to rinse out your hair. Like, you can literally just wash, apply them, and your hair is clean. But since I don't have them now, I have shortcuts to this. So what I normally do is I just use some rose water, and then I follow it with some leave-in conditioner. Then I normally just use cotton wool, literally, or if you have a face towel that you don't use for your face, or a piece of cloth, either will work. Why I normally use cotton wool is because I'm able to actually scrub. I guess I'm able to scrub in between. But before we get to that, this is the situation I have. Normally when you stay with braids for a longer time, you find that your hair gets pulled, especially on the edges, and that's how most people end up with patches on the edges. You know, you don't have edges anymore. So what I normally do, like after 3 or 4 weeks, I just remove the ones which I feel like are stretching my hair too much. I remove them, then I repair them by myself, but I probably have less, like fewer ones around my head as compared to when I first braided. I don't know if you get that. Let me show you what I'm working with. I already started. So I had to remove some hair because my hair was being stretched too much. So as you can see, this is like almost the whole front row. These ones are still strong. So it's just a tip. So I'll probably just repair this overnight. There are a few. Anyways, so I think we can just get to it. So what I normally do is I just take a bit of the rose water. I make sure I put enough to soak it, I guess. Then I do this when I have time, so I'm very patient. So I want to just, because rose water is good for hair by the end of the day. It's not something that will affect your hair in a negative way. If anything, it should actually improve the texture of your hair, I guess. So I normally just start doing this. I know it might seem like a long process, but it's worth it. And I'll just show you the difference. Actually, I should show you guys how my hair looks now. It's a bit nasty. It's very dry because of product buildup and all that. So I know this might be very foreign to some of you, because you're probably wondering, why can't you just get your braids done again? Or why can't you go to the salon to do all that? But it's good to be self-sufficient, I guess. Plus, it's very cold in Nairobi, so the thought of me entering a shower just to wash my braids, then wait for them to dry, you know, you could catch a cold or something. Anyways, but the whole point of having a protective style is giving your hair enough time to rest without you tampering with it. You know, you give it time to rest so that it can grow, you know, grow and mend. So if you're constantly always manipulating your hair, then it might be very hard for you to retain length or to even have hair that is healthy. That's why I'm bothering myself. That's why I'm so bothered. That's why I'm actually going through this whole process. Otherwise, I wouldn't even care. I'd probably go to the salon and just get my braids done again. But I've not had enough time. I wouldn't say I've had enough time for me to actually say that I've given myself time to rest, like my hair time to rest. So that's the whole point. That's the whole essence of having a protective style. So it's worth it. I feel like it's worth it in the end. And in fact, doing this actually allows you to get to those spots. You know, there are these spots, you know, where you're so itchy. So you can actually focus your efforts on those areas. That's why I think it still works for me. I don't have any makeup on today, but I just wanted to do a quick video because I was gonna clean my hair and I figured it would be a nice video to just show. Somebody could learn from it, something from it. So if you want to know that this is working, let me just show you the difference. This is a clean cotton wool, and this is the one I've been using. I don't know if you can tell, but there's a big difference. You can actually see the dirt coming out. So you don't use the same piece of cotton wool, you keep changing it. And if you're using a piece of cloth, then you need to have some water somewhere where you can just rinse it out as you go on. So the rose water that I'm using is actually a combination of rose water and glycerin. I prefer it when I'm cleaning out braids. I don't know, I just feel like it's much cleaner other than just using the pure one, but you can still use the pure one, it doesn't matter. You can still use the pure one and it will still work just the same. You know, sometimes you can see people who have really healthy hair and you wonder how comes you're trying everything and it's not working. Sometimes you need time to just know the products that work better for you. And it's okay to try different products. You don't have to use the exact same products that somebody uses. If you find something that works better for you, then that's probably what you should be using. But I feel like the extra effort that someone puts into anything in life is what generates results at the end of it all. So it might seem like it's a lot of work when you're doing this right now, but I kid you not, it does help and it does work, because at the same time you're still improving the condition of your scalp. The reason why I'm obsessed with it is because it has anti-inflammatory properties, meaning it's very good to reducing like dandruff and stuff like that, build up from dirt products. It's very good for cleaning your hair. That's the main reason why I use it. Plus at the same time it's very good in softening the hair, so by the end of the day you find that your hair doesn't, what's the word, that you have softer hair, I guess. So, and shinier hair, it's more glossy, and in the process of doing that you end up retaining length. That's why I actually prefer to use it for cleaning out the hair. Plus it's actually a good natural toner as well. So, before I forget, it's actually good for skincare as well. It's a very good toner because it helps to tighten the pores. And if you have stubborn blemishes, like you have spots that don't really go away, you can actually mix the rose water with some lemon or some turmeric for those guys who struggle with acne like me. So that's just a good tip for those of you guys who are looking for something that's more on the natural side for skincare. And it's good for eczema, if you have psoriasis, dermatitis, anything like that, because it doesn't have any chemicals, it's just natural occurring. So I find that it's less harsh for people who have stubborn acne problems. I even put it in some of my lotions, believe it or not. I've formed this habit of adding oils, natural oils, into my lotions. So because sometimes you can buy a very good lotion, it has a good scent, but then like after a few minutes your skin is already dry. So what I do to combat that is I just add some natural oils into the lotion, so by the end of the day you're still looking a bit supple, I guess. Anyways, rosewater is good all around. It's good for you, so if you guys can buy it, and it's so cheap. After all that, that's when you just apply this. And don't worry if it appears to be a bit whitish, because it eventually just fades. So this process is very awesome when you want your hair to just, you know, rest and grow, because even as you continue doing this, you know, you're still taking care of the new growth, and that's what allows you to have healthier hair. By the way, this is not pure leave-in conditioner. I've put more rose water in this, and I've mixed some oils. I've mixed olive oil and coconut oil, so I normally pre-mix because it's easier for me to use. I don't have that time to put product after product after product, and they're all just going to end up in the same hair. But it's all about the method. For as long as you've understood the method, then that's all that matters. Oh, it feels so nice, and it smells so good as well. My hair already feels clean, and it's dry at the same time, so anyways, I hope this video has helped you guys. Like I said, I'm going to be doing a styling video for braids, so you guys can watch out for that. And yeah, subscribe if you haven't. I know I haven't been posting as much as I'd want to, but I plan on being more consistent, so you guys should expect more videos from me. And that's another reason for you to subscribe. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and for those who have, thank you so much. For those who are watching this video for the first time, welcome and thank you. And that's all.